Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Remember11, The Age of Infinity. Let's get on to it. Satoru just transferred back to the shelter cabin, so let's see what he's got going on. When I opened my eyes, I saw the ceiling before me. The three semicircular canals deep inside my ears informed me that my body was lying face up. Okay. Looking to my right, I saw Lynn. She was sitting on a wooden chair, her back to me. I was in the shelter cabin. A transfer must have occurred. Since it now happened to fill time, 2.5 round trips to be exact, was all that surprised. Got up and stood beside the bed. That's how it happens in this game. She complained as I scratched my head. As she heard me, Lynn shifted her attention toward me for a moment. Pulling a bored face, she turned away just as quickly. I thought of confirming the time and dug a hand into my pocket, but what appeared from within wasn't the wristwatch. It was a small electronic device in the shape of a remote control. The small liquid crystal display showed Roman letters. It appeared to be an audio recording device. I was about to push the playback button, but stopped short. I should confirm the time first. With the voice recorder, or VR, still in my hand, I took a look around the cabin. The walls, the shelves, the table, the beds. There was no sign of the watch anywhere. I looked down at my left wrist. Nothing there, and just as I realized that there was nothing there, I felt a sense of oppression on my right wrist. Oppression! Oppression! I raised my right arm. A complete ordinary analog watch. It's a small wristwatch and quite feminine. It gave the time as 1:10. I opened my eyes just a few moments ago, so it can't have been more than 2 or 3 minutes, which would mean that this transfer occurred at 1:07 p.m. Here's a question. If they're traveling in time, as they say, although I am skeptical of that fact, to be honest. Or, to be honest, if they're traveling through time, I think it's the other way around. I think that Sophia is actually in 2011 somehow, and that the shelter cabin is in 2012. But, to be honest, I don't think they're traveling in time at all. But if they were traveling in time, why would the times be lined up? Like the clock had dinged 12 o'clock last time. Let's say he went and thought for like an hour or so in his room before the transfer happened. Seriously, why would it be lining up like that if time travel was possible? Seriously, why would it need to line up like that? Did they do that in Back to the Future? You know, I think it actually did, didn't it? But I think it's because they said it that way, though. It wasn't just because it happened. They said it that way. Well, there is a margin for error, but now an approximation was perfectly acceptable. It wasn't as if I was timing a race. For now, engraved the time 1:07 p.m. into my memory. No left or right didn't matter in the slightest to me. Anyway, having anything attached to my wrist feels annoying to the nth degree. How do I say this? I can't settle down. It's annoying and kind of itchy. I probably didn't notice the wristwatch until now because I had my mind full of other things. But now that I'm aware of it, it's hopeless. This kind of thing bothers me so much I can't stand it. I'd really like to remove these boobs too, if I could. You intend to make me endure them as well? I can't take them off like I can the wristwatch. Okay. Very, very interesting thought there. You know what? Okay. Wallet, wristwatch, night table, other various pocket items. Okay. Of course, taking your boobs off would be or a feminine thing, and I mean, it's. I guess there's probably women that would carry wallets around. I guess it's just more typically known that, you know, purses and stuff for, you know, would need like all the pocket clutter that that I you know have when I you know empty my pockets. Okay. Focus on the room again. Come to think of it, where did Yomogi and Uni go? Couldn't see them anywhere. I asked Lynn.
なあ、おっさんと子供は？
した。食料を取りに行ったわ。
そっか。
それにしてもしつこいわね、あんた。
何が？
その言葉遣いのことよ。いい加減諦めたらどうなの？
I see Lynn still believes that I'm pretending to be Yukito Satoru. I wanted to retort with, "You're much more stubborn, you know," but I bit back my words just in time.
飯か。もう昼時だもんな。
Changing subject, I peered into the rectangular hole by the door. Just then, a voice came from behind me. Don't turn around. I didn't turn around. You'd think I'd fall for a third-rate trick like that. My silent back clearly declared, "I'm not Fuyikawa." Probably because he had, you know, before all this happened, he made a code that said such a thing. After a while, and I finally reached her, Lynn asked me that in a probing tone. I turned around.
ほら、やっぱりね。
Lynn giggled triumphantly, and as I looked at that smile, I thought, "Damn it, I've been had."
リン、俺はその。
弁解無用よ。これであなたが悟でないことは証明された。なぜなら私は彼のことを有機道くんなんて呼んだことは一度もないから。
ちょっと待ってくれよ、リン。そんなことは知ってる。知ってるんだ。知ってるのになぜか。
なぜか何？
I was at a loss for words. Why did I turn around? I mean, I didn't know why. All I can say is that my booty... What? What's I gonna say? All I can say is that my body moved on its own. Okay, that's the proper word and way to say it. I was gonna make a joke and I can't remember what it was.
残念だったわね、冬川さん。ああ、この際だから有機道くんって呼んであげようかしら。
Making a reference that some crazy person somewhere is making all these decisions for him. And he's just doing all this stuff without knowing why he's doing it.
人を騙すのって意外と難しいのよね。特に相手が頭の切れる人間だとなおさら。
Lynn smiled at me, elated with her success. As frustrating as it is, I can do nothing but admit my defeat. Even I now realize that the path of action I chose was a mistake. To me, who lost this outward Yukio Satoru-ness, my speech and mannerisms were the only way to show I'm me. In short, now that I've lost the body of Yukio Satoru, it's more important than ever that I behave as Yukio Satoru should. This is far more difficult than tricking another person or anything else like that, because it's almost like I have to do an imitation of myself. Well, that's what I think. What the hell is it? This inner Yukio Satoru-ness? My meanness. There's a fable about the centipede who loses his ability to walk straight when he tries not to step on his feet, which I feel that my current situation closely resembles. I feel like the more I try to think about my meanness, the more it diminishes. What a pain this is. It's really tricky. Thinking about this had tired me out, so I unsteadily lowered myself onto one of the nearby log chairs. Outside the window, the snowstorm continued. If the weather doesn't improve, the rescue team probably won't come. Yomogi said so last night. Even though it was still daytime, the sky remained the mournful gray of watered-down ink. It was as though the snowstorm would continue like this forever. Not satisfied with merely claiming the heavens, the dark clouds had crept into the shelter cabin as well. So, as if to shake them off, Yamugi gave an energetic shout. He rubbed his hands together in anticipation as he approached the stove. Using the sleeve of his shirt in place of an oven mitt, he grasped the handle of the kettle. Apparently, we're going to make freeze-dried vegetable seasoned rice gruel after this. Uni, Lin, and I were holding our mugs with the powdered gruel base inside, waiting for Yamugi to pour in the boiling water. Yeah, let's try to build up some credibility before I lose it all later when I eat all that crap.
Hi.
それじゃあ一番元気が良かったユニくんに決定。
やったちょっと待ちなさいよ。私が先に返事したじゃない。
僕は早いもん勝ちなんて一言も言ってないが元気のいいやつが優先。これ山の常識。
嘘つかないでよ。
というと
こういった非常時には体力のない子供や女性が優先されるのが常識でしょ。
I think that's what you did.
今なんて
だから体力のない子供や女性が
まあそういうわけだ。眉住さん、子供が1番、女性は2番な。
ずるいわよそんなの。日本国憲法第14条、すべて国民は法の下に平等であって。
はいはい、ユニくん、お湯を注ぐよ。
Yamugi spoke in a soft, coaxing voice, completely blocking out Lin's continuing assertions.
ありがとうございます、よもぎさん。
Uni answered with sparkling eyes.
礼儀正しくて気分がいいな。さてと次は。
After he finished pouring the water, Yamugi glanced back and forth between me and Lin and said,
だな。
え、俺？
なんでよ。なんでこの女が先なのよ。
女性だからだ。
私だって女性よ。
あれ？そうだったのか。
くっそー、この山オタク。
Stifling his laughter, he tilted the kettle toward my mug. The gruel base began to dissolve. The ingredients, which reminded me of baby food, all blended together in an even broth, and the rice gruel gradually filled the mug. Without saying a word, I set it down in front of Lin.
俺は最後でいいよ。
え？いいの？
ああ、俺は男だからな。
Lin and Yamugi stared at me uncomprehendingly. Forcefully pushed the mug toward Lin and sat down on a log chair at the nearby table. Placed my mug of rice gruel in front of me. Although Yamugi had told me that I should try to make myself eat something, I really had no appetite. The other three were silently spooning gruel into their mouths. Gripping the spoon in my right hand, I meaninglessly poked at the bottom of the mug over and over again. My body wants energy. It wasn't my own body, but I was at least able to figure that out. Her body's nerves were directly connected to my consciousness. It can feel her pain, and it can feel her hunger as well. Let's try to eat something, I thought. Thinking of Fuyukawa Kokoro's well-being, I had no choice but to eat. I spooned up some of the gruel in front of me and tossed it into my mouth. I swallowed with a loud gulp. Didn't taste like anything. Our food situation sure didn't seem to have improved. A small sigh escaped me. What's Fuyukawa Kokoro doing right now? Right now, she was in my body. Why is that a till? Now. Oh, in Satoru's route, this is his way, the tips are his way of thinking about stuff, huh? That's weird. Kokoro didn't do that, did she? It's 2011 here in the shelter cabin, and Sophia, it's 2012. She exists a year in the future for me, so maybe now is not an appropriate name for it. There's no way around that anymore, no matter how you look at it. Excuse me. The fact remains that it is still now to me and Fuyikawa Kokoro. Having felt out of place from the normal flow of history, we are living within our designated time now. The flow of time that she and I experience and the flow of time in the rest of the world are different. If, for example, the latter is represented as A to B to C to D to E to F, to U to V to W to X to Y to Z, then the time flow that I'm experiencing becomes A to V to C to X to E to Z, and that which Fuyikawa Kokoro experiences becomes U to B to W to D to Y to F. Therefore, whenever I bring up time-related concepts such as now, just now, today, tomorrow, and so on, these are supposed to be understood and hold meaning in accordance with my individual timeline of A to V to C to X to E to Z. It really sucks when you get to Z because that means there's nothing after that, apparently. Let's just start going to double A. On a side note, ever since I've been experiencing this personality exchange phenomenon, the concepts of next year and last year no longer apply to me either. Now that I'm in Mount Akakura shelter, both 2011 and 2012 are, in a certain sense, this year to me. Thank you, Satoru. I appreciate the confusedness. That's right, I was about to forget something important. I mostly get what he's saying. He thinks about stuff. Saying those words to the three of them, I stood up from the table. I headed down to the underground storeroom. Oh! I thought he was going to say that he needed to step outside, like, into the cold. Searching through my pockets, I took out the voice recorder from before. I'd missed my chance to tell Kokoro something important from before the last transfer. Sorted out what I had to say inside my mind, and pushed the record button.
Kokoro, さっきのメッセージの続きだ。またいつ転移が起こるかわからないから、要件だけ話すぞ。いいか？落ち着いて聞いてくれ。実は、どうやら俺は何者かに命を狙われているらしい。いや、まだ断言はできないんだが、事故にしては不自然なことが2度も続けて起こった。犯人が誰なのかはわからない。見当もつかない。そこにいる内海さん、ユニ、それから犬伏、いや、鈴影ほとりと言った方がいいかな。ともかく3人のうちの誰かが俺を殺そうと。
Having said that much, the next sentence caught in my throat. Would it be wise for me to continue recording? What did Fuyikawa Kokoro think after hearing this? I know her mental state. It's not possible for me to see her facial expressions either. She might be terrified having been caught up in this transference phenomenon. Recording this message could cause her even more anxiety. What should I do? After much hesitation, I decided to continue after all. If it does cause her anxiety, it's better than leaving her defenseless, I decided.
俺だってこんなことは考えたくないさ。杞憂であってくれればいいと思っている。だが、用心するに越したことはない。そうだろう。その体は俺のものであると同時に、お前がその体に入ったまま、もしも命を失ってしまったとしたら、大体想像はつくよな。頼んだぞ。心。俺もこっちにいるときは、できる限りのことをするから。それじゃあ。
Sound data saved. Data 2 saved appeared on the LCD screen. No, it would be cool if it was done on the computer. Kind of exactly the way that I'm recording this right now with a webcam. Because that would be a pretty cool way to be able to actually have kind of a conversation, you know. It would be kind of a cool way to have a conversation. Would be because they could say something like, "Yeah, I think somebody's after my life, and I don't have any particular suspects. Do you know anybody?" Okay, I'll catch that when when you record it later. Actually, that would be actually that wouldn't be. No, maybe that wouldn't be a good way to do it. It would be kind of crazy if they kind of had a conversation. It would look kind of like the conversation between Golem and Smeagol in Lord of the Rings, kind of what I had in my head. But no, that wouldn't really work very well, would it? Because she wouldn't know to actually record her responses on the webcam as he's saying his. That'd be kind of strange, you know. It would be kind of a personal way to be able to do it. Of course, there's no really functional computers or webcams in Sphere to do something like that. Definitely nothing like that in Shelter Cabin, so. But anyway, just random thought. Incredibly random thought. Then I looked around the storeroom. Digging to the bottom of the toolbox, I managed to find a worn-looking felt-tail pit. I didn't find anything like a notebook or a memo pad. I tore off a little piece of the cardboard box and ran my pen across it. Please listen to the voice recorder. This two-stage method was troublesome, but I couldn't think of any other options. If possible, I don't want the other three to know about this personality change phenomenon. No one wouldn't mind if they knew, but they'd probably lose trust in me if I tried to explain it to them. And I want to attempt the impossible. The contents of my message were meant for Kokoro alone. Holding up the scrap of paper, I gripped it in my hand as I climbed back up. Yeah, it's better if they think I'm crazy. Uni suddenly asked me as soon as I stepped off the ladder. Leaving it at that, I returned to my seat. Muttering that, Uni returned to his meal, facing Mogi and held out the folded scrap of paper. Yomogi tilted his head. I was still uneasy about it, but I didn't see any other way. Perhaps he understood since Yomogi quietly took it from me. Yeah, I'll give it to her. Please don't hurt me. He said it easily, slipping the scrap of paper into his pocket. Yomogi didn't appear to be harboring any remaining doubts, and our personalities were changing places. Uni was the same. As soon as I took my seat, Uni had called me Satoru like it was a natural thing to do. Probably had come to terms with it completely. He had probably accepted me as another personality that had sprouted from within Fuyukawa Kokoro. Lynn alone still suspected the ID theory, but since last night, even just now, she dropped treating me with the open suspicion she displayed before. Had she given up, or maybe she's just decided that it was too much of a pain to continue with. In any case, nobody was dismissing my own explanation for my behavior anymore. Should I be happy about this or not? As I absentmindedly thought that, I picked up my spoon and dipped it into the And we're back! That's Fia. Now, I thought that I remembered that she had transferred back while she was at the table. But anyway, it's good cutting off point. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Farewell.